Like that, like even still, like it's the thing. Even though I still like even read like spoilers to this chapter, like regardless of what, like the scenes either way got me again. Like as I was rereading it, just Gajil at the like the ending of that chapter, man, with you, man. Like I can fully fucking just respect that. You taught me what it means to love, and for that I will be eternally grateful. It's just like, you know, like and just like how Letty just responded with you by my side for the first time. I was able to discover about things that never occurred to me before, like a future, family, happiness, like. I can't, like, you know, and then Gajil said, like, I can't help but laugh. Who would have thought that the great, badass Gajil of old would actually consider acting like a respectable adult? And he's like, he starts just crying. He's like, I really wanted to walk side by side with you throughout. After everything I've faced, having a future with, like, you snatched away from me is the most terrifying thing in my life. And it's just like, I entrust my future to me. Like, that fucking hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Like, literally reading that chapter, I was, ooh. Ooh. So Gajil also being sucked in because of that piece of shit Brad man. Now here's the thing, like we can find out like as he's being talked about, that is that basically his entire body is becoming a mass of magic bulk. I know a lot of people say, no, he's not good to face anywhere, like that with the furious fucking rock. Like, okay, stop acting like fucking little children, alright? Because, you know, like, I like the fact that, like, the underworld is too much for people in a series that has fucking talking flying cats, dragons, wizards with space-time powers in there, and like, I don't know, a guy that's immortal. I don't even think that's the most, oh yeah, and an ultimate dimension person where everyone's like the complete opposite. Oh yeah, no, the underworld's a little bit too far-fetched, but the celestial spirit world, that's cool. And basically Gajil's like, you can't come here, Letty, and all that. Like, if you touch me at this point, I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna get dragged down, and oh my, like, Letty, I fucking respect her after that. It's like, her going, I don't care. You're coming back with me, Gajil, no matter what. Throwing away the coat like that, and of course everyone's saying that, you know, she had iron on that shirt, so you know, exactly. She was already pre-prepared to have a bit of the fucking Gajil booty already going there. And Gajil, even when he's getting fucking sucked in, fucking putting on the fucking chains like that on her, and tying her to a fucking wall like that, and it's just like, what the hell do you think you're like doing, Gajil? I'm not the damsel in distress that you first met. Which I was like, oh my god, that's even better, because she just fucking like turns her leg into the swords like that and just cuts away the giant bit of rock that was like keeping her foot. I like that just way more, that regardless of what, she was fucking keep going after Gajil after everything, and just Pantherly, man. This is probably like the best moment that Lily's had, is stopping Gajil, like, you know, like being like him said, it's like, you gotta stop it, man. Like, like after everything, Lily knew that they couldn't do anything. This would have just made it worse. And it's like, he know that his last request out of everything, like, you know, Lily like asked for everything. He's like, you got, like, after everything, Lily, can you just look after my girl? And just like that last scene, like I said, like when he was just like confessing to her, saying, you know, like, I'm always going to be grateful that you told me what love is. Like, I started thinking about things like family, and it's like the scariest thing right now I've ever had to go through is like having that future away snatched. Like thinking that again, it's coughing me out a bit like that, and just Letty's just like screaming like, I don't leave me, I won't leave you, like please don't. And just Gajil's last lines and all that like that. It's like, Lily, make sure she gets back to the guild safe and sound. Swear on your life. Like that, Lily's like, I swear, man. I've got it. Says nothing. Does his last, you know, little laugh, heat like that. Like, that's how you fucking end that. And just go, Gajil! Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of like, people are going about that. Because, like, he got turned into magic particles. Like, that's pretty rough. And a lot of people, why say like, oh, like he's dead and all that, is because exactly what was the next line that was being said when Acnologia came down and said, and no, only 6 remain. Now, I have to like still put about that, it's like, you know, he's saying until all dragons are completely annihilated. We have to still remember as well that deaths don't really happen in Fairy Tail, especially with main characters like anything like that. Although, like, you know, we've had so many like situations where like characters have gone through fucking crazy things, like being deconstructed, like. There, like, remember, and like in a series like this as well, that in a world where magic, where dimensional fucking rifts can be built, like there are different like dimensions and everything. You can manipulate time, like we've had a time portal, we've had like that. So I want to say it like, and I said it in my spoilers, and I'm saying it as well in that chapter that I did as well, that little theory that I had, and I'm saying it again in this fucking review. Regardless of what, if Gajeel comes back or not, after everything, whether he's dead, whether or not he's alive, I 100% respect every part of that chapter with him there, because regardless of what, that was great fucking character development for both Gajeel and Letty there. Letty not being like the little fucking pussy, like, and this is what I like all the girls that, like, I feel like Lucy, she evolved during the Tyrus arc. She was no longer just like, she was the weakest out of the group, she was actually fighting side by side. She rescued Natsu and the others so they could finish off the job, taking down like a Tyrus member of their own. Letty as well, she was one of the main reasons that Gajeel was able to fight off against Brandman and even win at the end. And even still, when she was getting held back, and it's like, she wasn't gonna be no fucking damn sword, she was gonna use her fucking sword legs and just like get out of there. It only took right till the end that, you know, she finally got like, Lily had to stop like her from actually going in. And I think regardless of what, even if it was just that chapter part there, I would have gave it a 10 if it just ended there. But no, we got this like the second part, like because I count this chapter as like 3 parts, which that is the first part. The second part being the confrontation between Aline and Athnologia, and I have never been so excited for that, as he's just like as Aline drops to the ground and just go like flying, going, oh, that's your objective, is it, to take down the dragons? And just him just going, out of my sight, woman, I have no business with you. And she's like, oh, intense like strength indeed. And it's like, and you intend to block my like path knowing who I am? And she's just like, oh, of course though, the great Acnologia. And just Acnologia's fucking line is the fucking best. I wonder, will you be able to provide me with even a moment's entertainment? And just Aline goes, when it comes to men, I aim to please. I'm like, oh, that's a sick line. That's okay. Like, one, because like fucking Aline really reminds me of Eno from Guilty Gear right there. Like, that shit right there was great. Just Athnologia, just he knows like the infinite groundswell of his dick power. Like that, he's like, you wanna go? You want a fucking piece of me, girl? Like do you not know how I'm fucking A to the fucking Nolia, mate? You wanna fuck with me? Cause I will destroy you, woman. I mean, Aline, like, honestly, we know you're strong. I mean, you have got the nickname, the Scarlet Despair, but then you are going against someone whose nickname is the King of Dragons. Man, may I remind you, on a weekend, decided to bathe in dragon blood and turn into a fucking dragon. It's a little bit fucking strong. And the third part, which, oh my god, I have never hated a fairy tale character so much until now, and it's right here when we're having like Brandish talking to August and saying, you know, like, we gotta talk about this. She's trying to sort it out everything with August, saying, well, this is absolute genocide, this is nothing less, like, whatever you call it, Dragon King Festival, Ragnarok, call it whatever you like, but it's just one-sided massacre, there's no point to this. I like how like she's actually saying this as like, oh, like, as we are going to like destroy them. May I remind you how many of the Spriggans have like gone down at the moment? I mean, there's quite a few towns, so it's like, I think it's a one-sided massacre at the other moment, British. You could, you know, keep building yourself up, but like, otherwise and all that, I mean, your only people that you're taking down, I mean, Laxus is out of commission right now. I mean, you got Wendy, her legs are fucked up. You got Gargiel, like, who the fuck knows where that's even going, like there. You got Urza, who's like, just basically, like, barely breathing at this point. It's like, you haven't got any lives apart from some no-names. I mean, you still crucify fucking Sabretooth, so, you know, you gotta give credit for that. She's saying, like, hey, basically, Lucy and Natsu and all them, they're not bad people. However, though, there was an interesting thing for what we saw that August actually knew something about Natsu, saying, oh, this child, so she, like, probably felt like, oh, the same kind of energy, the same way of, like, you know, Zareth, that's probably the sort of situation that he's in, like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna like, do something like that. I just like how he's just like, you know, like, he's like, Natsu, please stop burning a hole through his body, like that. He's just like that, he's just looking at it, he's like, you wanna fucking go? And he's like, boy, August, at least, I'm begging you, just talk to him. And he's like, well, I suppose I would sooner listen to what they have to say than make a fool out of you, Brandish. And just, I'm not gonna lie, Brandish, like, pretty much acting the most adorable out of them all. She's like, you're the best grandpa, like that. It's like, I don't remember you being my granddaughter, like that. So, but you're always being grandpa, and then the most fucked up part is when she just goes, grandpa, like, and pulls a fucking knife out on him, transforms it into bigger, like starts crying, and it's like the one I must kill right in front of me, and just everyone like, what the fuck? And messed that piece of fucking shit. He altered her memories and implanted the sentiment, I must kill August no matter what, with the cost within her mind. And just like, you son of a fucking bitch. And he's like, I did it to protect the guild, like that. And Brandish is like, there, shit. So now, right now, because now August has now just turned with tribal marks everywhere. And he's like, oh, this is the way of resolving things. Now we have to fight one of the mightiest fucking magicians out there. Two, I don't think Brandish is in a condition at all to help you, so I think, yeah, Mess, you just fucked everything up. And I don't care, that is one of the most scumbaggiest things a Fairy Tail member has done. And I think after that shit, like, because one, you could have got fucking, you tried to kill someone right there and there, and that's not how we fucking do shit like that. Yeah, regardless, like that war, it's like, we came with the peace treaties, and you did shit behind the guild's back. So you should immediately, and I say immediately, when you get back, Makarov should fucking pimp slap you, and you should be banned from that guild. Like, you know, like Laxus, you know, like, he disobeyed and all that, and he got a lot of people hurt, and he did, like, some scumbaggy shit and all that. But fuck me, he didn't attempt murder, kind of, but... Tomato, tomato, but even so, Mess, that is a scumbaggy thing, because one, you're manipulating someone out of your fucking free will, that is fucking scumbag, and it's like, you had that adorable moment of, like, what we saw, like, Brandish, and it's just like, oh, like, she's really nice, and the second when I saw her eyes go, I was like, oh, something, like, something's come play, and I knew when I was fucking, like, reading those words, like, oh, Mess had to do something, he had to, and it's like, you piece of shit, manipulating our memories. I want, like, Mess to die, I generally do, it's like, you just fucked everything up, and so it's like, honestly, I fucking love this chapter. Now, like, honestly, like I said before, with the third, like, every, like, part of it, I fucking love. Like, I love the setup between the Aline and the Hacknologia fight, because that was awesome. Mess being a piece of shit, because, like, this is the first, like, real scumbaggy thing we've seen from a Fairy Tail member where he's attempted murder. So I want this fucking piece of shit. I want him gone. He deserves to get out of that guild. And the Gajio, like, I feel like every part of it was great. Now, like I said and all that, I think, like, even just with the Gajio part, I would have given the chapter a 10, because, like I said, I fucking cried at that part when I was reading it and tearing up again. Regardless of what, that was emotional. I loved that. How although Mess, what he did just cost, like, everyone their lives, when it was like, you could have just talked to Natsu, and I'm pretty sure he would have been like, oh, you're the boy of sheriff, like, you know, like, but no, you gotta do this, and now, well, we're gonna be in this situation. I am curious, though, what exactly is with the tribal marks, like, he's got on his face. I'm really curious to see what that, like, exactly is, like, he's got on his face and all that, and also he's just like, yeah, her grandpa's pissed, so yeah, you might want to get out of there, or maybe Natsu, maybe Blazing Dragon King mode, maybe, I know you can only use it there a little bit now, like that, but you might want to, I don't know, use it to, like, you know, escape or something. I'm giving it a 10, regardless of what. I know a lot of people going, like, regardless of what and all that, like, whatever happens to Gajio on this way out and all that, it's a it's in the bag, like, where that's going and all that, like I said, like, Fairy Tail doesn't like to kill big fucking characters, so but if Hero does that and all that, he's got big balls and all that, I don't think that's gonna stand though. I honestly think, what we see, I think we could see something, you know, like, somewhere coming up. Like I said, we've seen some many crazy shits go down in Fairy Tail, and like, they survived the blast from Actinologia, and an entire island stopped in time for a couple of years, so yeah, someone coming back, like, from that point, yeah. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, but that's all for me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you lovely bastards and Fairy Tail fans next time.